Ice Bane, $5. You and JF do good work on this channel. I love the Spencer debate with Sargon. Keep it going, broskies, and never give up. Ben Gurmuff, $5. Civil Warski. That's a good one. Saint Obama's mom jeans, $2. Hashtag Squeedy Squad here for Internet Love Sports. Tuesday, Monday. Okay, there's a lot here. I'll read a couple more and we'll move on. Tuesday, Monday, $5. Hashtag Team Andy. Hashtag Team Failure. Frederick White, $5. JF blocked me from commenting on his live streams. I'd like to know what I wrote to get banned. Frederick White, do you know?
There can be many reasons, but you can have harassed me on my private life, or you can just have said something so stupid that I thought there is no hope for this guy. There's never going to be one intelligent coming from him. Therefore, I'm getting rid of him as a part of humanity that I'm not interested in hearing from again.
All right. And you know what? I took some of your look, as angry as I was last night. But if you're watching and you're enjoying us this non-breakup, this counseling session, go hit like, help support the channel. There was one thing I want to talk to you about, like for sure, because like the people that they're okay, you were saying, and my internet was so shit yesterday. It's been fixed today, obviously. There is something that you found. I can't like remember who you were saying from who because it was cutting in and out. But of groups of people. I mean, we know that there are people attacking us with articles and all this stuff and whatever. But there's a group of people who are sort of like behind the scenes trying to do like a more inner, attack, a Trojan attack, if you will.
Yeah, so there's a group of organized people, and you've seen probably their action by noting that, for example, there was a very good committee episode today, and yet there's 300 dislikes. And there's a group of people who are coordinating dislike campaign, and they comment on videos, and they want to cause trouble, especially in the right wing section of YouTube, or people who are somewhat associated with right wingers. And so they are targeting dislikes, comments, and false reports. And so everyone be conscious of that. And if there are people who comment on the videos and who are not used to your channel, just tell yourself it might be a troll.
Yeah. Well, because there were some boards and stuff. I got pictures of people trying to like coordinate some attacks, and all that. Do you think? Because like the one thing I was thinking in my head, conspiracy, fucking tin hat foil time, whatever. Kraut saying, "I told you that I would get them to hate each other," and I'm like, what? Like, when did he say that? Like, what did he do? Do you think that he's now on a new Discord and it's got Andy and JF just as the only two subcategories?
It's certain that the things I've reviewed, the forum posts, of course, they are by anonymous people. It's certain that they have the signature of a crowd-like. They look very much like what Crowd was doing before.
every time something bad happens, yo, it's definitely Kraut. I wouldn't be surprised, would you?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised at all, but in the end, the joke is on them because here we are chatting about the future of a great show, and these people are marketing slaves. They do publicity for us by keeping to talk about us. As long as they make videos about us, as long as Tommy C spends his life thinking about how JF is a bad man, we're the center of the attention.
Well, yeah. Did you see the meme? Oh, Toad McKinley. Like, he's a friend of the show. I love Toad. Did you see the meme he did? It literally had me dying. Where it says Jeff Holiday as he's talking, and it says, "Oh, I'm on Dr. Phil. I'm gonna blow up. There's like I'll be the talk of the town." And then it says, "Internet blood sports. Hold my beer," and it's a picture of me and you breaking up.
One good word from Dr. Phil about relationships, which should apply between us, is never question the relationship. I think this is what led me to have to defend myself. You implied a questioning of the relationship. If you're really in this, and I'm really in this, and I'm interested in making Warski Live a part of internet history, never question the relationship. The day you want to fire me, you send me a DM on Twitter and you say, JF, you're fired.
All right. Sounds good. Understood. Sorry for brainstorming and blowing out and maybe sounding like I wasn't down for the show. That wasn't my intention at all. Promise you that. I'm a mental case. Okay, you have to understand. You're working with a probably slightly retarded person right now. All right.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. Fuck the way you're too agreeable with that. You're like, no, yeah. Thank you for fucking you're gonna fucking clip Medicare's gonna clip that and put that as like, Andy has admitted his retardation. Look. Hey, and that's what makes the show fun. Look, I don't care about the memes of the low IQ stuff. I just been on edge, dude. Like after LA and that whole fucking, the attack on me and all that stuff, it really it like freaked me out. It put me on this like level of like, holy fuck. Oh my, I saw some buddies the other day who I hadn't seen in a long time, right? Like I hadn't seen them in forever. And my one friend's like, my one friend, because he doesn't even know about my YouTube stuff like really well, right? I just saw him, a friend of a friend. He's like, I was talking to my buddy, and he said like he saw you. He's like why? Like he's like, I know you're blowing up on YouTube and all that stuff, but why? Like, are you a racist? Is that what's? So I have to explain to like normies, non-internet people, like, all right, where do I start? Like, where do I start? How do I say? He's like, yeah, there's like pictures of you as like a Nazi. He's like, are you a white nationalist?
You have millions of people calling you racist when you're not.
Yeah. And then that, and plus the other attacks and all that stuff. It's just like, it was too much too soon. I might have got over anxious and neurotic about it, and that's sort of me. And yeah, so yeah, that's
what
we
thing didn't go unnoticed is, I had an ex, and I had a few exes like this. Every time I would leave them alone and they would go with their friends or their family, they would come back changed. It's like all of the progress that I would have done with them, for them to commit to me, to be attached to me, it's as if they were getting brainwashed back into people convincing them that I was not the right guy for them.
No. See, again, it wasn't that, dude. It wasn't that at all. Because
Andy,
I'm sorry.
Are you socially weak?
I'm not socially weak. No, I'm not. I never said I want to kick you off the show. Like I said, my interpretation.
I understand.
Yeah. But no, I don't dislike you at all. I said that about 1,000 times. I don't hate JF. This is not what it's about. It's about me wanting to evolve the show. And me and you were in communication very well. My fault too for not saying. I was just trying to when I'm in Kumite, it's after I eat breakfast and I'm just chilling out having a coffee, and I just shoot the shit and what's on my mind. It wasn't like I have this nefarious plan that I've been thinking of for the last week where I will, no, not that at all. And now that we're talking right now, that's why I knew when we talked we'd be good, because it's better to obviously talk to the person. So yeah.
But the fact is, you're telling me today you had lost reins of the show.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But let's be honest here. This was an idea Sargon presented to you. This was an idea that was showing up in the comment section. Saying,
I don't read our comments. I've never read our comments for the last month.
Do you think, did it hurt, or was it something you already knew, or was it something that was already on your mind?
No, it was sort of like when I did hear some people say, but not, I don't read the comments because they're really intense. I do read the chat. A couple people did say that, but that wasn't the reason why at all. It was sort of like, I do want to have fun shows and do this and that. And maybe I'm letting like everyone else book shows, and it might not be my forte on these shows. It wasn't me reading a comment being like, you know what? Now that everyone's saying it, no, it was sort of like, yeah, I have to book some shows that I want to like do as well. So yeah, it wasn't. Believe me, I could give because people. Okay, here's the new thing. Okay, that people are saying. Okay, Dusty, you call it Dusty. A few other people are saying, and their theory is a lot of theories floating around that
That's good.
because yeah, yeah, because he hates you. Cult of Dusty thinks you're, a Nazi basically, and he's
You
like,
know,
hmm?
Cult of Dusty, when I saw him on Drunken Peasant episode 100, I believe, I praised him for his work on the street. I'm so sad to see him like that
Oh
today.
yeah, yeah. He's in fact, let me just bust out the tweet, and then we'll read some super chats. Let me go to because this is one. This one is just like, oh no, Medicare. He wrote, "When's the honeymoon?" By Andy Warski. Get called of Dusty. So here's his shot at you to try and make me seem like I fucked up. Today's Warski drama is delicious. Basically, Warski's freaking out because he hired a white nationalist to be his co-host and got named the new big thing by two of the largest white supremacy sites on the net. And now no one wants to work with him. So he wants to rebrand. Too late, you fucked up. Let me make this clear. I want to work with JF. And if you think he's a fucking white nationalist, supremacist, Nazi, racist, cocksucking asshole, I don't care. Because a lot of his people who come and watch the show think I'm a low IQ, dumb, retarded, should shut my mouth faggot. And this is kind of where we have, like, there's the people who like both of us, and then there's the extremes on either side, and they have to coexist in, like, it's like an apartment where your neighbors don't get along, but you're like, well, we're all paying rent here, right? So Dusty, I love working with JF. He's my friend. I don't want, I'm not, like, this did not spawn out of, like, you know what? I've been working with him for 3 months, but maybe I do want to change what who I'm working with because he's been called this, and this. I'm called a white supremacist, Nazi, this, that, all that bullshit. It doesn't bother me. And people also think that I wanted to evolve and expand and stuff. So I could sort of get away from the stigma that's attached to my name, such as the racist, sexist, all that bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I know that name will always be stuck, and you will search it, and you will see Andy Warski is X, Y, and Z. That's not going to erase me doing a show where I try and be funny once in a while. It's not going to make people like, wait, this isn't the guy. No, it's not the guy who's on the article. Yeah, no, he's fine. So, yeah, that, like, all these theories are going around. It's freaking insane. It's funny to see because what's funny? You see these theories, and I'm sure you can see this too, where you see a theory and you go, "Oh, I could see why they see that." Like the theory that this was all fake. Like everyone's like, "Yo, no, this is all good job, guys." Let's see it. All right,
There's lots of attention and attribution. People see me as some sort of strategic 4D chess player.
Yeah.
Always funny to read these. You have to have some sort of a paranoid mind to take some of these conclusions.
Yeah. And
some people are saying my audio is crap. People on the chat, can you type 1 if my audio is crap and 2 if it's good?
It should be good.
So let's read some super chats while we do that.
All right, let's do that. All right. I'm glad this is going over swimmingly, by the way. I don't want to fucking be. We've made so many enemies together. It'd be so shitty. We go on this war path, and then we look at each other and we're like, fuck you. Now we're like alone in the battle. Base Black $2. This template is gay as fuck. You're supposed to theme about love and chilling out. Batman $2. Higher failure, team failure. I want failure on the show too. I like him, but I don't want him. Like I'm not kicking JF out and hiring someone new. That's not That's not what's happening. Opinions hurt, $5. This is gayer than AIDS in a gay bar. Oof. Paul Caesar, $5. Take my money. You'll both be better now that you got to say exactly what was on your mind. Both you guys are a dynamic duo and balance each other very well. Batchian Phantom, $10. Andy, I was wrong about you. You're not a lazy low IQ dipshit stoner. You're our lazy low IQ dipshit stoner, and you're also ugly. Glad you and JF aren't breaking up. It's a joke, right, JF? It's just they're just taking out.
It was all an act, but I kind of believed it for a while. It kind of made me cry yesterday.
Oh, you know what? Okay, if you're gonna think that, that's completely fine.